But Al and DeRo, I know you guys want to talk about Zack Wheeler.
Yes, Roflo.
Let's go, Al.
How easy, you stand up here, you try to talk
Probably
about.
next to Max Scherzer, the best free agent pitching contract of the last couple of years. I mean, 5 for 118 coming off the Metsies. You were banking on what was to come, not what you had seen at that point, and he has outperformed that.
His was a health issue.
Yeah.
No, he kind of found his way, and actually he was the best pitcher second half at the end of his Met career. More than deserving, great contract, head south on the New Jersey Turnpike on that contract that he got. He's become, I think there's certain guys when you watch, you say, yeah, why aren't we mentioning him with Cole and Verlander, DeGrom and Scherzer? Like, I think it's now the crescendo of it, but again, it's a health issue for him historically. Last year, over 200 plus innings. All right, so this is one thing that I'm going to try to accentuate, and the reason why is when you are a pitcher, not only just he averages 96 miles an hour, but when you have a couple secondary pitches that you could pull out of your back pocket, depending upon how the warm-up is and what the first couple innings look like. You have to have something other than a dominant go-to out pitch. If we look right here, we know this, DeRo, this has been his number one out pitch. If you're facing Zack Wheeler, you look at this right here, right? So if there's a certain amount of pitches that you would say, okay, what am I going to get? And often you'll see a sinker to a lefty, often change up to lefties, and then primarily a two-pitch mix.
Yeah.
What he's done, and it's based on feel. We talk about this all the time, about how the ball comes out of your hand and what the stuff is. Stuff is always related to velocity. The feel for two different breaking balls is important. And it's clear what he did here. This is crazy great. In the postseason, 0 for 17 for 10 strikeouts. So I want to accentuate that point because when we get into the tape, there's 3 distinct velocities when you have a guy that trusts his curveball or changeup. All right, guess what? I'm doing this real quick because I couldn't put all 18, but he had 18 of 23 batters faced strike one. So stop 1 second.
That's game over.
Bring this up back, please. I'm sorry. Back that up, Luke. All right. Please, little leaguers, high schoolers, minor leaguers, college. I can't say it enough. Strike one. Now you got 2 more, and they have 4 more to get to the end game. Either walk the dude or punch him out or action ball. By doing this, the hitters are 100% on their heels.
Have to be.
Now, once they realized and established that he was throwing first pitch strikes, guess what? They started swinging.
Yeah.
Ball in play, first pitch. You take advantage of that because now I take the hitter out of the game plan of, okay, I'm going to get heater up, stay off the fastball, he's going to throw me a slider, and now it's strike one. You play with Mad Dog, Maddox,
they all did it.
And then it became the quandary of like, all right, do we swing? And now he's got, what did he have, 72 pitches after how many?
Yeah.
Like it was crazy.
Nothing.
All right, so go ahead. Thank you for that. But strike one and get ahead. The curveball was awesome, DeRo. You got a break that is nasty. It's hard to tell sometimes from the center field angle.
It's a ball, sir.
That was on the corner, DeRo.
That's a ball.
Stop. Now look what happened. Look at these defensive swings that you have. Was that a ball?
No, that was good.
Then you're not trusting the box then. If you watch what he did, the fastball was, he throws a fastball at 92, 93 miles an hour, which is the average Major League velocity, folks, on a fastball is 93.3 miles an hour. So his slider is as hard as Major League average fastballs. The slider at times is cutter, but that's okay because he throws 2 fastballs. You got the 4-seam fastball at 97, 98. He's got a 2-seamer that runs away about 95, 96. So I got 3 different looks. And then I thought the elevated high fastball was excellent.
It's almost elevating a 2-seamer.
It looks that way because of where he comes out. He's got a 115 release angle with his hand, calling spin axis. All right, here, stop right here. So back that up. I just got to get into a couple of bats here. There's Cronenworth. Play it. Fastball. Go ahead. First pitch. Fastball. I'm trying to look at some really, really efficient at bats. 97 black. That is perfect. You have the big curveball down and in. Ball. So he's looking up, out, over. Now I got high cheese. I have a triangle of 3 different pitches. Give me a second here, Luke. So we got the first pitch. I got a fastball away. This is the catcher's perspective. Cronenworth swung at the curveball down and in. You're 0-2 now. I was talking about 0-1, 18 of 23 batters.
Picture Cronenworth's here, right?
Yes, thank you.
Oh.
So it's coming, Zach is out here.
Yeah.
But look at this. Look at the variation. And this is why a curveball, when you're throwing 96 to 83 or 97 to 83, the speed separation gets a lot of guys, even if the location isn't great.
That's what you're trying to do, create a triangle?
Yeah. I'm trying, I want to give you 3 different looks on both sides, right? I want to go east and west, I want to go north and south. So this is perfect. I can't accentuate how, that's textbook. We're sitting in a classroom right now, we go, okay, let's look at this at bat. Well, I'll tell you what, let's look at another textbook at bat. Go ahead, Luke. So that was one I wanted to accentuate with the left-handed batter. All right, so we got Myers.
Golly.
Nice, easy cheese away, right? Go for it. You want to go oppo swing? Swing. 0-1 count. Slider, kind of cutter-ish.
He's on that.
Okay, guess what? Now I'm gonna throw a curveball. Good take. No. Is that a good take?
Yeah.
And I got high cheese. So now in this sequence, I have 4 different bats. Okay, so we got Myers here. Perfect paint piece away. Kind of mid-thigh high, but you got to go up on that, right? If you're standing there.
Absolutely.
All right, because if I pull off, that's a long fly ball to center. Then I go cutter-ish that plays off of the tunnel of my fastball. All right, go ahead, play it. All right, so again, textbook. All right, Grissom. Cutter, slider in, takes off 82. So he's got 96, 97 upstairs. I can't, he didn't go there.
First off, he went there. They did the replay.
2-2, slider down. So that combo, for a guy that was tough too, right? Grissom's had a heck of a postseason so far. So here, again, I'm trying to show based on location, yes, but velocity differences, and then obviously we bring in verticals and horizontals and all the other stuff that makes a guy like Zack Wheeler difficult, because he has the ability to throw 3 different pitches, and the curveball's been the difference. We showed it in this postseason, 0 for 17 at 10 punch. All right, play it. There's another aspect of Zack Wheeler that, Luke, yeah, keep playing it, because I have a couple views here, but I want you in on this.
Look at that.
DeRo. All right, stop. All right, back it up with 1 click. All right, so there's a thing called perceived velocity.
Yeah.
And when you're looking at a guy throwing out of the radar gun, 96, 95, 97, well, that's cool. But there's some guys that 96, 97, 98, whack, whack, whack. They're showing the ball early.
Yep.
The predictability or unpredictability factor is not factored in, because their fastball slider, barely have a feel for a slider, never throw a changeup. All right, look Heater, saw 98, 99, throw it a billion. Doesn't matter. Start your swing. All right, go ahead at release, ball release, and then stop. Back it up. Right, 1 more. All right. He has an extension 7'3". 7'3".
How tall is he? 6'5"?
He's 6'4", 6'5". His stride length is about his height, a little bit longer. He's 6'5", 6'4", 6'5" stride length, which is enormous. Like, he's way out here. But one thing is that you could be 6'4", 6'5" landing.
So you're 6'4", right?
I'm 6'4".
How big was your stride?
6'2". Ideally, optimally, if you go into ASMI and the whole like biomechanics, it should be about 85 to 90% of your height.
Okay.
Because you could also get to a position, if you get back out here a little bit.
Get too far
if you get too far out, now you start pushing the ball, and then it's hard to get over your front side. So you create this energy. Go ahead and play it. Yeah, go ahead. Is there one more? Yeah, this is even nicer. All right, stop at release real quick. They got to get rolling here. Keep going. Keep going. All right, right there. All right, so DeRo, 1 more click back. And you guys are, all right, this is awesome. I can't say enough. You get your chest out over, he's throwing off a firm front side, unbelievable pull down. Your eyeballs get to identify a little bit closer to home plate. What's the pitch? Is it a ball? Is it a strike? Swing or not? This is another.
He was on. Period. He was on. You're facing a guy like this, you're on his heater. You're on his heater. And he showed early in the game that Real Muto, not only were guys having trouble with the perceived velocity of his heater, but he had a feel for a curveball. It's tip your cap.
Yeah.
I mean, no same thing with Darvish. It was 2 swings. It wasn't like that Phillies were hitting him.
Yeah.
It was 2 monster bombs. That's it.
Yeah.
Pretty awesome stuff.
Yeah. Good.
Great stuff. I love your point about the first pitch strikes too. That's definitely good
Row flow.
stuff, Al.
First pitch strikes, Little League, high school,
Yep.
college.
It applies to everyone.